You're watching Homeworthy, where we believe every home has a story. Like and subscribe for more.
Hi, Homeworthy. I'm Emily. Welcome to our New York City apartment. Come in. Hi, I'm Emily Auffrey, and we're in my 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartment in Long Island City, Queens, the first stop into Queens. And this is our dog, Morgan. We live here with my husband, Matt, and our son, who is 5. His name is Maxwell, and I guess the dog. So I'm a nurse by day, and by night I'm a content creator. I've been tapping into my inner child lately, and it's been showing in our home. And it's fun because, you know, I have a 5-year-old now, so we can do those things together. We're in the entryway. This is when you first come into the apartment. And we have our Kwanzaa set up here because Kwanzaa is coming up. It's the day after Christmas. Kwanzaa is a way to celebrate African and African American culture and pay homage to your ancestors. We started celebrating about, this is gonna be our 3rd Kwanzaa, and I'm excited to share this tradition with our son. And so there's 7 days of Kwanzaa, and for the 7 principles that you focus on during the whole year, a couple of them are unity, collective work, and faith. And on the 6th day, there's a feast. And for every child that you have, there's supposed to be a corn on the cob. So we'll have one. And there's a unity cup that's wooden, and we all drink from it. Oh, so I made a reel about this actually. It was moms everywhere buying our own holiday gifts. So this is my Kwanzaa Christmas gift to myself. This is my first Farm Rio dress. I've been wanting one for like over a year, so I splurged and got it for Kwanzaa Christmas for myself. And I told my husband, thank you. Oh, so this is an Africa-shaped necklace. And I like to wear it so it reminds me of my ancestors and that they're with me throughout the day. And I love gold. I used to hate gold. I was all about silver. Like growing up, everyone had sterling silver, and now like gold is here. And I'm like, wow, I've been missing out with the gold jewelry. Okay, so when you first come in, you're gonna see that there's yellow paint. And this was an accident. Is Bob Ross say happy accidents, happy mistakes? I don't know. It was supposed to be a cream white. I had no idea it was going to turn out yellow. We had it painted before we moved in, and the painter sent me a picture, and I was like absolutely mortified. Because at that time I was very scared of color. Our last apartment was all gray and neutrals, so I was like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? But it was a happy mistake because I embraced it, so the rest of the apartment is colorful. We have a family photo shoot that we did in the living room, and we have these here. And then I have this new addition I added in recently, this beautiful textured mirror by Anthropology. And this is the first piece of furniture that I put together by myself with no tears involved. So I feel very empowered to put more furniture together. I wanted to keep the boho texture theme here. I don't know, this is such a weird New York City hallway. I'm not exactly sure if I executed it exactly how I wanted to, but we put our shoes under here and we can put our stuff in here, so it's doing its job for now. So let's head to the living room, and we can make a quick stop here at the hallway. This is a work in progress. I had 4 of these up, and I took the one that was here down. Since it's a work in progress, I'm not sure what I'm doing just yet, so I put up some line art that I had made. It's a quick, easy DIY, and I feel like it really elevated the space over here. My husband, for some reason, thought it was a self-portrait. I don't know, maybe it is, I don't know, subconsciously. But we have some dried florals. I like to use these when there's no sunlight. I actually have some lavender in the bathroom that we were just in. And in the other bathroom, I have some more dried florals. And this is an African basket. And this is just some abstract art here. Okay, so this is potato stamp art. I had saw on Instagram someone had made a potato stamp and put it on their actual wall. And so since this is a work in progress, I wanted to see what it would look like a test run. So I put it in an actual frame, and I'm gonna keep it here and see how I feel about it.
So what does that actually mean?
So cut a potato in half, and then carve out what you want and then dip it in paint, and then I pressed it on paper. And I guess this is an activity that a lot of kindergartners do, but I missed out on that when I was in kindergarten. So it was fun to tap into my inner child with this one. So this paper I actually found in the trash room on our floor. It was like this big roll of paper. It's the same paper for the line art that I did. It's actually in my son's room and he draws on it all the time. I'll show you it when we get to his room. My friend had introduced me to Justina Blakeney and Hilton Carter, and they're people that actually look like me and they enjoy plants and interior design. So they're my inspirations for the apartment. It's definitely a boho feel. I want you to feel like calm and relaxed here. We can just like plop on the couch and hang out. Shoes on or shoes off here.
Before we check out Emily's living room, be sure to visit homeworthy.com/shop to discover amazing furniture, art, and accessories handpicked by our editors to help transform your house into a home. All of the items are inspired by the episodes you see on this channel.
Okay, so we're in our living room now. Obviously, the view is the first thing that you see when you come in, and my favorite thing about the view is actually not looking at the buildings, it's seeing like the sun hit the reflection off the water. Because before I moved to New York City, I used to fish a lot. And I remember like sitting out fishing and the sun would always hit the water. So it always reminds me of that. And then my son's favorite thing to look at is this building here. It looks like an H. So he calls it the H building. And he'll draw it a lot too in his drawings. And then, so it's Christmas time. We celebrate Christmas and Kwanzaa. And we're in a tiny New York City apartment, so we don't have a lot of space. So every year I get rid of my Christmas tree, and then when Christmas comes around, I find someone that is giving away a Christmas tree. So this year, my neighbor, I think she's like 3 floors down, she gifted me her pencil tree. So adorable. I think it's gold tencel, and it's renter friendly, or not renter friendly, but small space friendly because it's pencil, and I put some like African print on it to show our personality, and I have fairy lights, but they're not really showing up too well right now. And then just family pictures and family ornaments. Okay, so totally boho. I didn't learn about the style boho or design style boho until recently, and I just saw it and I knew it was me. So a lot of textures, colorful. This rug here is actually a play mat. It's called Boho Dream by House of Nomad. I didn't know about this brand. I was at my friend's house on a play date for like 4 hours until I realized that it was actually a play mat. I'm like, this is not a rug. So I immediately knew I had to have it myself. Okay, so this is our egg chair. All of our guests love to sit in this chair. It looks a little uncomfortable, but it's actually very comfortable. I've taken quite a few naps here. And this is actually my favorite place to sit and enjoy the view. It's an indoor-outdoor chair. I think I typically see it outdoor, but I love that it's inside. It gives it some kind of like whimsy. And the dog loves it, of course. I would like to think all of my plants are mostly low maintenance. I water them about once a week, and I have a check-in day the same day as watering day. That's a good kind of plant hack. So when you're watering, you could check in with them. A lot of these plants are bright and direct light tolerant plants because the sun comes in here pretty bright during the day. This light I found in the trash room again. I think I was, I don't know what I was doing. I found the trash room and I immediately grabbed it and started carrying it out. And this lady, I think she realized that I took it out of the trash room and I think she wanted it before me. I was like, sorry. It's IKEA though. I think I ended up finding out it's IKEA lamp. And like with most New York City apartments, there's no overhead lighting in the newer buildings. So this is pretty great light. So a lot of things are secondhand here. And I kind of like buying secondhand because your work is cut out for you. Because you could just buy anything that you want. You just buy whatever. But when you like go on Facebook Marketplace, you see the things are listed. And I also get inspiration from people's homes that are selling things like decor. I'm like, oh, they decorated like that. I see. Okay, that's a great idea. So these 2 pieces of artwork, it's by my favorite artist. Her name is Dominique Brown. She's pop contemporary. I don't really know much about art, but I knew like as soon as I saw these pieces that I love them. This is a little boy riding a bike, so it reminded me of my son. And this reminds me of my son and I's relationship, loving mom and son. And then, so I have this wall decor here, and these are actually fans. We went to Harlem as a family, and there was this African shop and they were selling fans. I don't ever really use it as a fan, I use it as wall art, but occasionally I will. I think Juneteenth I took it out to use as a fan, but I love the colors. So we're at the bookshop. We have a lot of cool little things here. Some fun DIYs. So this was actually a record, and I put it on top of a bowl in the oven, and it melted down and molded to this shape, and then I spray painted it. There's this secondhand store in Long Island City called Remix Market, and they have a whole shelf that's free of records. And I have one more right here. I'm gonna melt this one down next. I can't remember what that one was, but yeah, it was free, so it's upcycle. And then this is a recent DIY. This is a wax melt. I put eucalyptus and lavender pieces, and I think lemon oil, essential oil. And then we have my in-laws here. And this is my mother-in-law, and every Christmas I bake her these Italian Christmas fig cookies. I'm going to show you those in a second. What else do we have here? Family photos, books. My mother-in-law actually got me this plant. I don't name my plants typically, but I named this one after the town that they live in. They live in Finneytown, so I named her Finney. This is one of my favorite plants. It's called oxalis, and during the day the blooms are open, and then at night it shuts. It's pretty cool. These pillows, my mother-in-law knows my style pretty well, so she got me this one. And then this is from Fabric Child, a Black-owned business that I found, I think, on Etsy, and I actually became friends with her too. We talk a lot on Instagram. And then my mother-in-law got this fabric when she went to Africa. I can't remember where she went, but she's had it for years. And she knew that I liked pillowcases like this, so she made it into a pillowcase for me. I think this is for my birthday as a gift. And this is also from hers too as well. So being a plant person, you make a lot of planty friends. And one of my plant friends gifted this to me. When she gave it to me, it wasn't bloomed yet, and she didn't know what it was. So now it's bloomed, and everyone's telling me it's an amaryllis, and I love the color, and I think it's perfect for Christmas right now. I haven't watered it or anything. I think this is like a wax around the bulb on the bottom. I'm not sure. And then this book was gifted to me, and it was a big inspiration for the apartment. It's called Wild Interiors. And it's actually one of my son's favorite books now too. That's why it's like a little messed up there. And he'll go through, so there's just wild interiors, people's homes that have lots of plants. And he'll go through and he's like, oh, mommy, look, there's my favorite plant. And it'll just be like a random plant. I'm like, yeah, it is. And he'll be like, oh, we have that one. So this is Osemi Beauty. It's BIPOC owned. The owner is Ruben. He's very sweet. It's Palo Santos, and it's sustainably harvested in Peru, and it's been used for centuries as a healing method, and I like to use it when I meditate. One of my favorite things to do lately is listen to Sia's Unstoppable. I'm really big with affirmations, and I light the incense while I'm listening to that, and sometimes I'll also listen to it like when I'm cleaning. That's kind of when I clear my head a lot too. So this is the classic New York City, smush everything into one space and call it a living room and a dining room. So I put some plants here to kind of give it a little divide. And so this is the dining area. And this blue couch is a new addition, which I'm obsessed with. This is from Remix Market. And so is the table, actually. This is new too. Before, it was just like your standard dining table with chairs, and it was kind of a little bit uncomfortable, and we didn't really use the space that much. So now that it's comfortable, we're over here a lot more. I actually take a lot of my Zoom calls and make a lot of content here because I like this backdrop. But I really like this tree because it kind of looks like my hair sometimes when I have it out. So. And I don't name plants either, but maybe I should name this one after me. I don't know, maybe. And then you had another guest on Homeworthy, Alvin Wayne. This is his vessel. You put candles in here or plants. You can use it how you please. This is one of my favorite items over here. This is the jade. Alvin loves marble, so there's this Facebook group called Buy Nothing, and people give away a lot of things for free. A lot of my items here are from there. So this is from there. I really don't even know what it is. I like the color. It looks like terracotta. And this is another DIY. I got this, I think, off the Buy Nothing group as well. I spray painted, it was like white and black, and I spray painted it with texture stone spray paint and then a brown on top. And it came out like this. So these are cucci dati. These are an Italian fig cookie that I make my mother-in-law every year for Christmas. We're not going to visit them this year for Christmas, so I'm gonna have to mail these off soon. And my husband gets so excited when I make these. When I tell him I'm going to the grocery store to go buy the ingredients, because it's like figs, dates, stuff I usually don't have, I could just see his face light up and he gets so excited. It's powdered sugar and lemon, and then sprinkles on top. So this is the kitchen, and I like that it's open concept. I can see what everyone's doing in the living room and dining room. And this is my son's favorite plant. It's a spider plant, and it makes lots of babies. You can see one right here. And you pull them off, and then you put them in water, and they grow roots. And then he likes to give them to his teacher, and who else? And some of his friends. We're in our bedroom now, and it's quite small, so I wanted to embrace that. So I put this canopy up, and I feel like it just gives you like a big hug when you're in here. Also, we have this accent wall wallpaper. I've been wanting to try peel and stick wallpaper, so I just tried it on one wall, and I love it so far. Renter friendly. And I have this mirror here just to like cut off this hard corner because the room is so small, and reflect light. And almost everything in here is secondhand. I'm gonna try and think of the things that are new. This is new, that's new. Even the plants are secondhand. I find most of our stuff on Facebook Marketplace, the secondhand items. Facebook Marketplace, Buy Nothing, and our building actually has a Facebook page as well. A lot of people are giving things away for free, so yeah, like I said earlier, I think most of the stuff in here is secondhand. So we continued with the yellow theme in here since it was already out in the living room and dining area. And this paint, I don't really recommend doing this. This is actually bought on Facebook Marketplace as well. And I sent my husband to Astoria to pick it up for me, and he rode back on the city bike with the big gallon paint can in the basket. I think you probably should see like paint in real life before you purchase it, but it turned out okay. My dream is to live in one of those huts that's on top of the water, like in Aruba. They're not very big, and I feel like they would have a canopy like this, so this is me kind of like manifesting that, or living my dream life in a hut, but here. So we all sleep in here, my husband, my son, me, and the dog. And I like to say that we play musical beds. We're gonna see my son's room in a second, and he has a big bed because at some point during the night, one of us gets kicked out and we go to our son's bed. Yeah, so Max always has to be in the middle, and Matt is over there and I'm here, and Max always has to have Morgan next to him to fall asleep. He says, "Where's Morgan? Where's Morgan?" One of my favorite feelings is actually cuddling Morgan and Max next to me every night. It's like one of the few times during the day where it's like really quiet and I'm cuddling both of them, and I really enjoy those moments. This is a hat organizer. It's got boho-ness to it. This is not painted. This is a decal that we put up. Me and my husband were struggling pretty hard putting this up. And I was like, go that way, go this way, and sticking and unsticking. And then this is from Intentional Decor by Dawn. And all of her pieces have some type of intention to it. And this one is to, I can't remember, what is it? Giving, to remind you to give. So this is our reminder to give when we walk past. We're in our son Max's room. We wanted this room to be fun and lighthearted and just like kid friendly. So we have actually another play mat that looks like a rug in here. And we have storage ottomans that hold his toys. He calls these puppets, even though they're stuffed animals. And hold more of his toys in here. And every day before school, he likes to pick out one of his toys to take with him to school. I don't know if it's like an emotional support toy, I'm not sure. But he's been doing that since he's been like 3. And then up here we hang his art up. We have like clothespins so we can take out his art for when he brings new stuff home and take old stuff down. This is a Kwanzaa Kanara he made last year, so we hung that back up since Kwanzaa's coming up. And then we host an ongoing diaper drive for the neighborhood, and so I have him help us so we keep the stuff in his room so he knows how important it is to give to others in need. We have Max's name on the wall. It's got some like texture to it, which I love. And then his favorite color is rainbow. I'll ask him what his favorite color is, and he says rainbow. So we have a rainbow blanket here for him. Lots of bright colors. Oh, I like the story behind this stuffed animal. We went to Coney Island at the end of the summer, and I had to pay an exorbitant amount of money to some beanbag toss game, and we ended up winning. So this is a memory from that trip to Coney Island at the end of the summer. Oh yeah, we have this chair here. I got it so we could read books in here, but we hardly ever use this chair. I wish we did more, but we don't. More stuffed animals inside here. And then this box, I believe it's a wine box if you order it. I don't know, I've never ordered wine before, but I found this in the trash room and I thought it'd be a great place to put his shoes since his feet are small and they fit in here. My son and I are both homebodies. Like, we could just stay home all day, all week. You have to drag us out of the house pretty much. Now we're going to our second bathroom. And it's black. So fun in here. So it's dark, so I added in this salt lamp here for some extra light. Wanted lots of texture. There's no actual sunlight in here, so I have faux plant. And then this is actually a real plant, and I take it out every other day to give it sunlight. And I actually just installed this renter-friendly shower system. It's pretty cool. You have it come up and down, and I like to water my plants and dog and wash the kid off with this. And it's matte black, which I love, goes with the whole bathroom theme. And I was inspired to paint this room black from Whitney Boyd. She's known as the Bohemian. She's on Instagram, and she has a house that she calls her house Alice. I'm thinking about naming it our apartment now that I saw that, but it's mostly black walls, so I was inspired by her. And since this room is small, I thought I could paint it black, and if I didn't like, I could easily paint it back. So these are from our honeymoon, actually. We went to Hawaii. It's coral. I'm not sure what this is, but yeah, I wanted to have some sentimental pieces around, so I added this in here. Home is your safe space. It's where you can be yourself and create memories with loved ones. I know that we're going to be living here a long time. Before living here, I had always moved at least every 2 years. So it's just really nice knowing that this is going to be our home for a long time and creating memories here.
Thanks for watching. For more home-worthy content, be sure to like and subscribe.